I got myself into a situation and I'm not happy about it. Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and today we're playing Dragon Age Veilguard. Now some of you may have checked out my Twitch stream, thank you very much to those of you who did, where I made some progress on Twitch. My intention is to eventually switch over to doing longer episodes on Twitch, just to kind of pick up the pace a little bit with like my ability to record and edit and upload and things like that. So for those of you who are thirsty for more Dragon Age, that's good news for you. It does mean I'll also post it on YouTube for those of you who prefer this platform. However, I had some audio issues, it didn't work out too well, so today I'm actually going to be replaying what I did on the Twitch stream. This does mean I've had to roll back to the save to an earlier point than you've seen me play up to so far, so I've had to kind of like redo a lot of the missions, but I'm more or less at the point where I last left off on YouTube. Sorry if that's a little bit confusing. Hopefully we're not going to get too much repeating dialogue. More or less we're roughly where we were. So what I want to do today then is quickly just briefly go and check out our appearance and just see if we can switch out any of our clothes. I also want to maybe change our eyelashes. I don't know. I'm not wearing my false eyelashes today. I think I'm going off them slightly. We'll see how that plays out, but yeah, I did think that I'd also kind of like switch out her appearance a little tiny bit. So going over here, we can switch out like the way it looks. So the way the game works, from what I understand, is we can change our armor and it'll have the different effects, the different like protections and things like that, but we can change the way it looks and the way it presents, which I think is pretty cool. And we have been picking a few different things up. I don't really love the Shadow Dragon stuff, so we can see kind of what else there is. It looks like mostly what we've got is Shadow Dragon at this point though. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. Do you know what? Her hammer kind of looks like a crow head. I kind of wish I was like one of the anti-even crows rather than a shadow dragon. I think they are one of my favorite kind of backgrounds so far. I quite like that. I may have said that I didn't like that. That's pretty cool as well. She is kind of a barbarian. That is very shadow watchy, I think. I do quite like it. It does quite suit her. What was this one as well? Oh no. I think I quite like that as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that one for her like armor look. And then I want to save that change. Yes, I do. And then maybe we'll change like what she wears kind of around the base as well. Because I don't really like this outfit. I think I'd probably like this if it was like in different colours. I wish we could change the colours on things. I think that'd be really cool. We'll wear that at the base. She's got her coat on. It's a bit chilly at the lighthouse. That's what she can wear there. Okay, bag. It may cause clipping. I don't care about clipping. I know some people are like, no, the clipping. I'm like, whatever. It's minor. As long as the gameplay is good, I can deal with a tiny bit of clipping. Like with Baldur's Gate, right? Like with Baldur's Gate, like with the tiefling tails, they clip through everything, but I'd rather have tiefling tails that clip than not have tiefling tails. This is my argument with The Sims. I really want like tails and wings and things like that for The Sims, and I know people like.
Okay, Rook? You look like you could use a nap.
You can't say things like that to people. Listen, Dad, listen, Varric, father of the team, you cannot say things like that to people. It's rude. I have had a really good night's sleep because I was working yesterday. I did wake up a few times in the night. I've been having like mad dreams recently, but I slept in till about 10:30, so I've actually had a really good night's sleep. I don't know if you can tell the difference between my normal panda eyes or not, but yeah, I'm pretty well rested today. So I feel like, let's talk about the character creator for a hot second before we continue. I cannot get the character to look the way I want them to look, and I'm finding it really frustrating. I feel like like, because I'm used to like in-depth character creators from things like The Sims and stuff like that, and I'm not the best person in cast, I'm not the best in character creators in general, but I really enjoy using them and creating characters that I am happy with. So but for some reason I just can't seem to get her the way I want her to be, and it's frustrating. And I don't know, one thing I really don't like, and I do this myself, is like the harsh blush here, but it's not actually makeup, it's like the overlay that they put on the faces, because they have this kind of like cartoon overlay on top of the face and on top of the makeup, and there's nothing I can do about that, and I feel like it's too harsh. So I don't know, I still not entirely comfortable with this. But let's go to eye makeup. No, actually, I think eyelashes are under... I think of eyelashes as makeup because I put my fake eyelashes on when I wear them with my makeup. But I think they're under eye... like eye details, as though those eyelashes are natural. No way, Jose. But let's have a look through and see. I want something a bit like softer looking, perhaps. Like, that's pretty. I like the shape it gives them. So 32, remember 32, guys. Oh, I like that one as well. 44. Yeah, let's go for 44. I like that. As a bit of a change. She took her falsies off. Listen, she hasn't got time to be doing her makeup in this situation. I also feel like her lipstick is too light coloured. So lip makeup, I find it I love the amount of control I have over it, but I find it really fiddly to do. I like the gloss. I feel like maybe if I just dial down the intensity a little bit, and we just make it look a tiny bit more natural, perhaps. Maybe? Maybe it should be... It just looks very light, doesn't it? Maybe if I go in and turn down like the saturation or the brightness. Like less saturated? More saturated? More saturated. I don't know. I'm bad at this, guys. I don't want to faff around in the character creator for too long, so I'm just going to say that's fine. That is done. That's what she looks like for today, except changes. And let's get out of here. No, I want to... Hang on. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. I cannot get used to the controls. Yes, she's done. Finalize. Yes. Do you know what, as well? I spent ages in Character Creator the other day because I was going to do a different playthrough on Twitch just while I was getting set up and getting used to the platform. And I spent the whole morning, probably about 3 hours in the Character Creator, trying to get a character that I liked. And I got her somewhat close to as good as she was going to get. And I launched the game because I was like, okay, I'm going to get to like the first level and that's where I'll kind of start on Twitch. And I hadn't done a voice. And so this very, not girly girl, she wasn't a girly girl, but she was quite feminine, had a man's voice. And I was like crying out loud. And at that point, I couldn't figure out a way to change it without getting to the lighthouse and getting to the mirror. So I was like, I can't do the entire, like, sorry if I'm banging, first level with a man's voice. And so I just scrapped it. I was like, I am done. I have like bad karma with this game or something. It's because I badmouthed it so much in the beginning. I was calling this game. I was like, the writing is bad. I don't know what's happening. I don't like the UI. I don't like the character creator. Like the only good thing I really had to say about it for the most part was that I like the combat, which I do like the combat. I have to say the game is growing on me. My eldest has been playing off camera and I was like, over Christmas, I was like, whatever, just you play ahead of where I am, like I don't care anymore kind of thing. And then we started getting into it and I think I started liking it at the point where we got Lucanus, because I really like Lucanus and I like Nev, so I like my team better now. But then there's like other characters as well that I'd seen a bit of bad press about, and I'm like, I actually quite like them. They're not as bad as I thought they'd be, and I'm starting to get invested, which is what I wanted from the game, because I didn't feel invested with Dragon Age with Veilguard for quite a long time, and now I'm like, oh, I think I'm starting to care, even though half the time I don't understand the story. Like, there's something coming up in a minute, and if you're like me, You're going to be like, what? What happened? Anyway, let's go see who wants to talk to us. Again, we might get a tiny bit of like repeating dialogue here. I'm sorry if that's the case. So we need to talk to Balara, and we need to talk to... We need to talk to Lucanus, like as though we could avoid Lucanus. We can also go to the workshop and maybe get a few upgrades. I want to save my money though, because I want to be able to like upgrade my companions and get like all my companions, because I think there's a total of like 6 companions. Is it 6? Who have we got so far? Harding, Balara, Nev, Lucanus, and there's definitely, I think there's 3 more that I can think of that we've not got yet. So yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's kitted out.
Rook, do you have a minute?
For you,
Of
anytime.
course. Something wrong?
Dea wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the writing of this game. I do not remember the game telling me at any point that Katerina was dead. When did the game... Literally tell me in the comments, when did the game tell me that Katerina was dead? Because all I remember, and I did replay it as well to get back to this point, is that they said she'd been taken. She'd been like kidnapped. And I thought we were going getting her back. So at one point, why are we planning a funeral? When did that conversation happen? I don't know. It confuses me. So again, I did play these scenes on Twitch. So for those of you who've already watched that, I'm going to try and kind of do all those scenes again as fast as possible, and then we'll kind of move forward from there. But I just felt like the quality wasn't good enough, the audio quality wasn't good enough, you couldn't really hear what I was saying, and so I do feel like I have to replay it basically. Who else wanted to talk? It was Balara, wasn't it? So let's go and check her out. I'm convinced Katerina's not dead. I don't know what he's talking about.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
I felt that.
Okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
She's so awkward.
Here to join us?
Again, just a quick recap for those of you joining me at this point in the video. I really like Nev. I like how like logical and focused and kind she is. She does a huge amount for the people of Minrathous. Like she goes out of her way to help people, and I think that's a really beautiful quality that I don't personally have. I'm too disorganized. I'm probably more like Balara in real life. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, and so yeah, I can really appreciate people who are like Nev, who go out of the way for others. I think she's a really lovely person. Balara, I don't feel like her character fits the game. If she was in a Pixar movie, I'd probably like her. But I just feel like she has this kind of like comical, almost like cartoonish character that doesn't fit the vibe of what I personally expected from a medieval style fantasy setting adult game. This game is like 18 plus, I think, the rating. So I find her very, very childish, as though you would get her in some kind of like DreamWorks or Disney movie. And so that's why she rankles me so much. The same with Harding. I feel like Harding is almost like a child on the team. She doesn't feel very mature. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the companion. So it's not that I hate Balara, I just hate her for this specific game, where I'm personally looking for something a little bit more gritty, you know? But I want to be kind to her. I don't want to be mean to her. What are you doing? I see you're making friends. I'm checking on Balara. I'm just going to say, I see you're making friends.
I'm glad to see you're making friends, Balara.
Oh, definitely. Nev, she's been just so kind.
Balara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to.
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
I love scandal.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Like same, like Cinderella's kitchen, right? So she said like bad coffee, and I was like, why does the coffee have to be bad? We can get Lucanus involved in this, you know, with his honey and lavender cream. What am I saying here? So most of the time I get excited and things burn, like same. So I'm gonna say I know that feeling.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tevan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Like, well, now khachapuri, because that sounds amazing. 3 types of cheese, give it to me. I loved Christmas dinner this year. Like, I was so excited for Christmas dinner, and it went really well, and it was the perfect amount of food. It wasn't like too much where I felt like stuffed and awful after. I had room for pudding. I was so happy with Christmas dinner. But I was so excited for my cheese board. I basically just bought one of those giant like Jacob's crackers packs, a jar of cheap pickles, like silver skin pickles, nothing fancy, cheapest ones like the supermarket had, and like 3 types of cheese. So I didn't get like a cheese board. You know, you can get like these ready-made cheese boards, because I only ever like 1 or 2 of them, and then like there's ones that I don't like I don't like blue cheese, and so I was like, I'm just gonna pick like 3 good cheeses that I know I'll like. So we got like an onion and chive one, we got a smoked, you know, like the smoked sausagey looking ones as well, and then we got like a sweet chili one, which was actually too spicy for me. I didn't really like that one in the end. But yeah, I loved my cheese. I just got a big plate. I had like so many crackers on it, so many pickles, and like these lovely cheeses, and I enjoyed it so much. Like, cheese is always a good call, unless you're vegan. I was trying to be vegan for a while, and vegan cheese, not a fan of. It kind of smells like feet. I wish I liked it, but I don't. So yeah, I'm vegetarian, not vegan, because I just can't not have cheese. I'm sorry to the cows. I know the stories, right? Anyway, khachapuri.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Forest cheese.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant. Someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Cute. Yeah, let's go hunting for some forest cheese. Some naturally, like, wild, organic forest cheese. Okay, so we've got quite a number of quests that we can do at this point. If I open up my journal, I'm starting to get much more used to the UI as well, so hopefully we can like fast travel better. I can find my way around better. So I can't remember if we did Winding Ways or not, so we might come across that kind of naturally. I want to do a Warden's Best Friend, because that's going to introduce us to another one of our characters, and also a kind of like, what would you call it, like a familiar, like side animal companion who I absolutely adore. And then we've got all like these companion quests as well that I definitely want to do, and then like factions and regions as well. So the Heart of Corruption. It does say that's recommended levels 35 to 45, so we're not quite ready for that yet. I'm going to leave that for a bit. But we've got all these different things. So we've got like Lucanus bidding farewell for some unknown... Like, why is she dead? I genuinely do not remember anyone telling me that she's dead. I feel like I missed some kind of dialogue there. I'm so confused. But we've got things like a study of Docktown to do with Nev. So what I think I'm going to do now is study of Docktown and Unfamiliar Sense with Harding, because this is what I did on Twitch, because I just want to kind of like keep everything kind of similar to what I did there, so that if anyone's watching along, like, you're not missing out. And then we'll go and do the Warden's Best Friend. I think that's the plan for today. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. Also, these videos are gonna be a lot longer, so my intention, because I really want to like push through this game, there's like other games I want to start exploring, and I've only got so much time, so but I don't want to leave it like half finished. I do want to play the whole thing. So I was even thinking about like, right, do I abandon the YouTube series and do I just kind of like play it like off camera in my own time, just to kind of progress through a lot quicker. And I was like, I don't like to do that. If I start a game, I really ideally would like to finish it and have that whole experience. Like, I don't want to kind of be one of those people who kind of like starts a series and abandons a series. I do that a lot with The Sims because there's always so much going on with The Sims, but yeah, if it's like a game with like a start, a middle and an end, I kind of want to do the whole experience. Yeah, that's kind of my plan. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's just do an Unfamiliar Sense. Okay, and yeah, let's get out of there. And then if I go to world, excuse me, so it says find an alluvion that leads to the Arlathan Forest. So that's going to be like 2 in 1. So if I go to the crossroads, we can do like those two challenges basically at the same time. Okay, I'm going to take Harding with me for this one because it's her mission. And I think I'm going to take Lucanus with me as well because I like him and because we're going to go do a mission with Nev afterwards, so like we can take her out in the next mission basically. I talk too much. Thank you as well to those of you who are watching. On Twitch I was kind of making jokes about like, oh, my whole 10 viewers, which I didn't want to minimize the fact that you guys are supporting me. It was more of a joke of kind of like at my own expense kind of thing, of like the time and the commitment I put into making these videos. And then when I do a series and it is getting low views, it can be a little bit like, oh, that was so much effort, you know. And then so it's not like only 10 people are enjoying it. Like if one person enjoys it and it's like their favorite series, and that's amazing. And for those of you who do come along and you're enjoying and supporting me when I'm doing these videos, I do actually appreciate you so much more because you are here for this. I didn't want to sound like I was minimizing that, or like, I don't know.
The dog's been
I don't
fixed.
know.
The caretaker.
It's definitely a joke at my expense. The place is amazing. And I was saying as well, I was having this conversation this week about fame and, you know, people who get thrust into the spotlight quite suddenly, like, for example, Chapel Roan. And I was saying I would hate that. I would hate that so much. I am very happy to be a small channel. I would love to be able to have enough views on my content that I could do this as like my actual job, you know, and it could be my main source of income just through ad revenue. That would be incredible. But I wouldn't like to be making like millions and having like millions and millions of people watching my videos, because I would find that really like intrusive, and like I wouldn't like that kind of scrutiny and the negativity that comes along with that. I would much rather have a small channel with a very, very supportive group of kind people watching my videos. I do appreciate you all. This place is amazing. June's normal alluvions function with twinned Illyrian fragments. One always leads to another. Solas somehow talked the crossroads into making fade alluvions that override them. His own network to run our rebellion. Provided you ignore all the old stories about holding mirrors up to mirrors and getting caught in the infinite reflections for lesson. Okay, I assume that's a character in the old series. Okay, let's get moving. Let's try and pick up the pace. Again, I do talk too much. I'm so sorry.
That scent. I can't place it.
Coffee. Like Hilario and I smelled in the kitchen where we grew up, but that cannot be right.
Could be magic from the
I
ancient
love the smell of
elves.
coffee in the morning. Okay, let's go. Let's follow the sound of coffee. And also let's like search for cheese as well while we're out here. Oh, what's going on
Beyond,
here?
Tom?
Oh, hi.
Here?
Hi, yeah, come closer. Oh, okay, they've got something going on. I'll leave them to it. They seem fine. Like those two people, like they're fighting amongst themselves, I think. So yeah, we'll mind our own business and look for cheese. Like we might as well let them kind of like hit their own hit points down a little bit, you know? All right, let's go and see what's going on over here. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try again. There we go. I don't know if you can see this. It seems like the camera...
Don't just stand there.
Like... I'm not, like, in the center of the camera. My character's kind of off to one side, which is kind of a weird position for the camera to be. You see, like, the camera aims slightly to the left. Oh, this dude! Hang on a second, guys. Let's give him a boot to the face. There we go. That's better. He's dead.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Arm. Stay alert.
That's a win.
Cool. New exploration level unlocked. So we actually did that that other mission just kind of accidentally. There's a thing here. What's this for? Oh, that goes over there, I guess. I think this might be taking us to another area that we don't actually need to go to yet. So, oh, hello. Yeah, new area. Didn't mean to do that. Well, you know what? It's XP. We'll take it. Let's boot him. So yeah, some of my, you might see that some of my actions are a little bit different as well. Everybody's abilities might be a little bit different. Because I couldn't remember what I'd taken. So I just kind of like went through and took what I felt was best at the time. But you can switch them out at any time anyway, so I don't feel like it's a big deal. If I make any major decisions or if I particularly like an ability that I've got. Yeah, he's so considerate. I love him. I love his dialogue. Like, I will explain. So my favourite things that I've got so far. So my character's a barbarian. This is why she's quite, like, upfront and she's quite like, let's keep moving. Yeah, we'll just go and hit it. It'll be fine. That's kind of her character. So she can be a little bit impatient with some of the more kind of needy characters like Harding. She's a little bit like, let's just get on with it. Like, what are you crying for? Let's just hit things. Yeah, so her abilities that I really, really like. I like this kind of Titan Stomp, which if you do it in a big group, it staggers everybody and they can't, like, it stops them being able to hit you for a few seconds and you can get some extra hits in while they're kind of staggered. So that works really well. I love like running into the center of a battle and like Titan stomping. And then also this driving kick, I'm using that a lot. I don't tend to use whatever Fury of the Forge is. Yeah, I don't know. I also like Harding's kind of soothing ability that grants rejuvenation. If you do get into trouble and you're running low on health potions, that can literally save the fight. Yeah, I don't know what Lucanus is doing, but everything he does is amazing. Yeah, I love seeing him just kind of like swipe into a battle. Oh,
Wait.
I don't know, but this was not.
This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream.
I fell down. I didn't mean to come here. I didn't mean to be here. Can I go back? Can I go back, please? Wait, hang on, what?
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who, me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary.
I mean, that's what I do. That's my
Be fast
background.
and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
I don't think I'm meant to be here yet. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Please excuse me while I leave. Why can't I leave? Why won't it let me leave? Wait a second. Can I didn't mean to do this. Can I go back? Can I go back to what I wanted to do? Because I was trying to do Harding's thing, right? Is it not gonna let? He's not gonna let me. It's not letting me back out of whatever I've walked into. Oh dear. I've got myself into a situation and I'm not happy about it. I'm gonna have a quick drink of water and then we'll go and I guess see whatever this is accidentally. Whoops. Okay, so it looks like we're doing whatever this is then. I don't know what this is and I don't know. It's not what I intended. And it kind of, this is what happens if you accidentally stop following the markers and do your own thing. You get into like trouble. Hello, hi. I mean, free slaves is what I do, so this should be fine, I guess.
The Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Those memories can hurt you. Take them down.
The memories, they shouldn't be able to hurt me like this. What is happening? This dude. Wait, do I have my slam?
More of Solas' memories.
Ah,
Elganon
sometimes for
sent
you,
his
mate.
guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
At least it's not the real Elganon. Especially here.
Okay. Any treasure? This feels like a place to get good treasure from, you know? I guess not. Do I need to heal? No, I'm fine. Okay, let's keep moving. Any cheese? Any forest cheese? Hello? Oh, I've not got my stuff. Okay, well, could you attack that guy, please? And could you attack that guy? And I'll go for this guy. Deal?
For naught. The people under my rule are not yours to plunder.
More guards.
I do like that you can tell your companions like what to do and who to go for. That is pretty cool. Oh, I've got my slam back. Do it. What's that purple bar? Does anyone know what the purple bar is? Like if you look at the health bar, they have like the red health, which is clearly like their actual health. And then there's like a purple bar as well, and I don't know what that is.
Glad to see we all made it. Elganon's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Elganon is coming.
Solas sounded frightened.
Fear
Oh,
makes
that was
powerful
Solas?
memories.
Are these the events of, because again, I haven't played the entirety of like Origins and Inquisition because my computer just couldn't handle it at the time those games were out, and I never kind of got back to them. Are these the events of the previous game? Are these like the events of Inquisition that we're like remembering? Does anyone know? Yeah, I know you're there, dude. I know you're there. I just kind of wanted to get treasure. You know how it is. You're in the dream world. You're in a memory, and sometimes you just want some rewards and some treasure from that experience. God, the camera angles suck. Hit him again. Let me hit him again. Okay. Do you see what I mean about the purple bar? Is that like their energy or something?
Let's get that prison open.
Good job, Lucanus. Well, I think we've leveled up, haven't we, during this experience, so that's nice. Treasure. Apparently as well, you can look on the little map, and that'll tell you if there's like treasure around. I'm not very good at doing that, to be honest. Oh, wait, what does this open? Wait, is that thing there? Did that do something? I hope so. Treasure? Okay, I guess we run round.
Quickly, get us out of here.
No problem, dude.
And no sign of a key.
Maybe something in here can open it.
Return wisps to receptacle devices to unlock various locations. Okay, hang on. So where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Oh, I see treasure. So, oh, there's the wisp. Oh, I've aimed this thing at the wrong thing, haven't I? I see what I have to do. Okay, wait, hang on. So there's this thing, right? Is this supposed to go on here? Yes. Yes? And then there's also this here. Right, hang on. Maybe that light beam's like supposed to go on something else. We've got a puzzle, guys. It's big brain time. And I'm small brain, so this might be a problem. Can you see anything else to aim this at? That thing, maybe? Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked. So it was like two different power sources, I think. Like one's like a battery and one's more of like a live wire. So if we go in here, there is definitely treasure there, but I don't know how exactly to get to it. Can you like see it on the map? Is it like a drop down, climb around situation? I do this like when I'm looking, I like look in real life as though I'm going to be able to like see. Okay, I can't find it yet. But I can release the prisoners by putting this wisp in here. Yeah.
Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby.
Welcome.
We'll head there right away.
Go, the Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Okay. Can I go in here? No. Where do I go now then?
Quickly! Elganon approaches. Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety. I will hold off Elganon himself for as long as I am able.
Oh, thank you. That was helpful. But where's the treasure? I want my Quezzy. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back around. Maybe it's like a keep running, find it later situation.
Keep coming. Go.
Like over here?
I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
Ugh, I'm sad that I have Harding with me. I would have liked Nev. Okay, let's do that thing. See what I mean? Like that guy was about to do magic and we are like messing him up. Oh, thanks Lucanus. He's big time staggered. Can we get this guy? Yes. Bye friend. Okay, I just ran into him and like did not even swing a punch. Can I like kick him off the edge? Wait. Can I like let me deal with this guy and then let's go and kick him off the edge. Yay! I love doing that. Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! Dude, that is rude. Oh, what happened to him? Good job, Lucanus. Where's this other guy? Don't you hurt my Lucanus. He is my good little crow boy. Why are they both red? Why are Harding and Lucanus both red? Are they okay? Oh, I think it means they're out of power.
Reckoning for this Solas, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solas?
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
Yay. Freedom! You may take my hair, but you will never take my freedom!
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
Solas always cared about fighting injustice.
We know this.
He used to be a hero. He still thinks he is.
But it did not last.
His memories seem to condense into that statuette. There must be more to this.
We did it. Okay, that wasn't too hard. I was really worried because you can just wander into areas that are like really high difficulty, like levels. Like my kid randomly wandered into a dragon fight that was like for like level 40 while she was level 20, and she was so determined to end this dragon, and she was close. To be fair, she did a really good job, but it was just a little bit too much and she wasn't able to like fully defeat it. She was so frustrated. I was like, you're not meant to be doing that yet. Right? She was like, I can do it. Oh, I should probably say as well, if you're wondering why I don't have my pink wig on today, my cat decided in the middle of the night to groom it, and so the cat was like licking the wig and has restyled it slightly. So I need to give it a good wash and like a restyling, and I'm just a disorganized person, so that's taking me a hot minute. Okay, so we need to figure out how to get back to that quest. Journal. Let's do the thing that I was actually trying to do, this one, and maybe if I go on world I can fast travel back over there. So it's over here, look, Arlathan Forest. Let's go. Sorry if you can hear the beeping outside. It is going to be noisy. My family is still off for the holidays. Neighbours are probably still pottering around, so there probably is going to be a little bit of background noise. Okay, hi guys. Let's go and basically do a little bit of training with Harding. So we can get stuff from this trainer here, but I'm going to come back to her. I'm not currently using Valara very much, so I don't feel like I need to get like clothing and equipment for Valara at this point. I will take all the companions out. I'll kind of like spice it up and switch it up a little bit. Look at the cute thing! What are they called, like nugs or something, those things? And the characters are growing on me slightly. Having said that, Harding was growing on me, and then my kid did a quest and I was like, oh no, she's annoying me again.
Huh? And they called you that before, the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
You're ranged, right? So why is she fighting with ranged weapons up close? I'm confused. Again, like the dialogue confuses me a lot of the time. I don't really understand what he's on about. Right, let's go over here. Hopefully these things are not going to disturb us. There we go. Start quest. Here we go. Harding wants to get better at using her strange new abilities and heads to Arlathan Forest for some much needed practice. So again, if you're joining me here and you don't know what happened up until this point, she's like a rock gnome, but she never had any like magical abilities. She's just kind of like a ranger, an archer. I think she's a scout actually. I think that's like her proper background. So she basically, it really annoyed me because we got this dagger from Solas that we'd been searching for, and she pushed me out of the way to go and pick it up. So I was already mad at her, and then she kind of like fell off a cliff and kind of almost died. And I was like, well, that's what you get for pushing me out of the way. Rude. And then she kind of came back and she was all like, by touching the dagger, she'd gone all like rock god-y. She has this like rock magic that she's trying to get used to now. Yeah, she thinks she's special basically at this point. Like, I love her styling. I think she's really, really pretty. I love her freckles. I love, you know, when you see her back at the lighthouse, she has that really cute like embroidery design. I think her design, the way she looks, is lovely. Her personality sucks. I don't like her. I'm sorry. And I think she's really childlike, the way she needs constant encouragement. I'm like, you're a grown-ass woman, right?
This should be perfect. It's wide open, lots of rocks, and away from people. I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
I know. Come on.
I was saying to my kid, I feel like
Being
she's
able
fake
to move
nice.
the terrain's gonna be really useful for a scout.
Getting up high, for good vantage.
Let's try it out, for practice.
You know the kind of girls who are like, really nice to your face, and then they like backstab
right.
you.
See this rock? I'm gonna move it.
Like it's all about her. I'm gonna move it. I'm special. She's like a pick-me girl. That's what she is.
Ugh. Awkward.
And then when she can't do something, she's all like gaslighty about it. She's all like, you'd be nice to me. Oh, it's all my fault. And you like needs that support. And you're like, do you know, you're in the middle of this huge campaign. You're meant to be this like fierce fighter who's done all this cool stuff, you know, and like I just feel emotionally she's like not even like a teenage girl. She's like a junior school age girl. And having said that, I used to work in a junior school and there were girls who were more emotionally mature than Harding is. She frustrates me quite a lot, and I think she'd frustrate my character as well. And my character, even though she's very upfront and like let's get on with it, and you know, she's a fighter, she's a very kind of like less talk, more action kind of person. I'm not. Me, the player, all talk, no action. My character, maybe I'm projecting, right? My character's all action, not quite so interested in conversation, but she is kind. She does care about people. And she has got, you know, a little bit of a moment or two to kind of like, you know, give people that little bit of emotional support if they need it. She's not a mean person. She's just practical and straightforward. So, you know, it benefits her to train Harding. It benefits her and, you know, the mission that they're on to go on this little walk with her and give her a little bit of encouragement and you know, give her that pick-me-up that maybe she needs. She's just gonna say, keep trying.
Don't give up. You're still new at this.
I can do this. I can do this.
You can do this.
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped?
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
So she is a very, very emotional person. I can hear knocking. I don't know what that is. I think, again, she's a very anxious person. She holds herself to very high standards, right? She's like, if I'm not perfect, I'm failing. So I think if she takes things less seriously, I think just relax and have fun is a good example. It's like analysis paralysis, you know, she's overthinking and self-sabotaging. So just have fun with it, you know, try it out, play around with it.
You're thinking too hard about it. Maybe think less and feel more.
She doesn't need to feel more.
Fun. Go with what feels good.
Feels good. Right. Connection. Joy. Fun.
That's good advice as well. Do the things that feel good. Do
we
more
would
of that.
sometimes go to the shore of Lake Calenhad in summer. My friends and I would collect stones and see who could build the best rock fort. I bet my fort would be the best now.
See, what's that about? Like, my thought would be the best.
It worked! It worked! That was a great idea, Rook!
She's like, I want support, but I want to be the best out of my friends. You know, it's do you see what I mean with her character? Maybe she is well written. Maybe that's the intention of like what they were trying to do with this character. But I don't find her very likable as a companion. I'm not flirting with her. I'm going to challenge her to do it again. Right, like, go on, you've done it once. Show me again. Keep going.
You'll need to repeat that.
I hope I can. At least I know my emotions are the key. Either way, I think I'll need more practice with this. Don't you?
Yeah, I think my eldest is up. That'll be Jay, the one that dipped into my Twitch stream.
Find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
I bet you could move this to give us something to climb on. Well done. Let's find another rock for you to practice on.
See what I mean? Like, well done, let's find another rock for you to practice on. It's like training a dog or like teaching a child. I shouldn't be speaking to a grown-ass woman like that. in this type of situation,
Bliss
you know?
in oneness. A voice, a chorus.
What?
I don't know. I was just saying something, wasn't I? Huh. Just came to me.
Girly. The voices. And again, I don't want to give the impression that I think that, you know, just because you're in a setting where you're doing a lot of fighting, you shouldn't have emotions or that you should suppress emotions. Because obviously, if you look at like the military and that kind of mindset of like, you don't talk about it, you just do it.
Think you could clear a path for us?
Which is obviously really harmful. You know, and there's a lot of men who suffer who have been in those situations.
Of course.
Where, you know, they've been to war and they've seen horrible things and they can't talk about it. So I'm not saying that that's good. I just feel like, you know...
Want to try another one?
Why not?
I do like that they have elements of like supporting people as the narrative of this game, but it almost feels somewhat unrealistic, I think, in a way where it feels maybe a little bit too forced.
Got it.
You know, I've heard people criticizing this game
There
and
you
saying it
go.
has like an
Practice
agenda.
is really helping, huh?
I might even be ready for a bigger challenge now.
Over here.
Which is fine. I think a lot of creative works, you know, whether that be art, movies, games, you know, the people who make them will always have some kind of agenda. It's natural, right? They want to tell the story that they want to tell and have an impact that they want to have on the player. That's normal. I think that's natural and to be expected. I think sometimes it just rankles when it feels a little bit too obvious or a little too forced. And I feel like they haven't quite got the tone right
So
with this
many
game,
rocks.
unfortunately.
And they feel different. That one's granite. That one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I wonder if the rock's composition affects my magic. Sorry. Just thinking out loud. Let's get back to it. Practicing, I mean.
Like, you don't need to say sorry for thinking out loud. You know what I mean? Like, have some self-confidence. If you need to think it through and talk it through, that's fine.
Good work. You got the hang of this stone thing.
I'm definitely getting there.
Although I do feel like it feels like being on a geology trip with
that?
kids.
Someone's in trouble.
Okay, what's this? So this is something for Harding. Spelunker gear +1. And it does more damage and it's got this sundered thing. I don't know what sundered means. I can't inspect it like I can on Baldur's Gate where you can like click on it for more information. I think maybe her detonations are quite good. That's her main thing. So I don't... Yeah, let's just equip it. It's probably better. I do think her detonations are her like key thing. And so I'm not actually sure if...
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
That armor's going to actually be better or not. Where am I going from here? Where do I go from here?
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
I like how carrying things doesn't prevent me from picking things up. You know, I can do both.
I can't move.
Hold on. Up over there. I bet that's where he is. There's no way up from here. Let's look around.
It's very convenient as well that it just so happens that the only way up is to use Hardy's ability. Just seems a bit on the nose, you know. And I do understand it's a training level.
How about if you moved this rock?
For me, it's a tiny bit immersive braking when it's a bit too obvious that it's a training level.
There he is. Let's hurry.
Hello, how you doing?
Easy.
Maker, I thought I was dead for sure.
Sorry, quick water. Maker must be like God, you know, like the maker. So like we'd say, oh God, I thought I was dead. Are you alright is a stupid question. He's clearly injured. We don't know if he got lucky or not. I thought I was dead. Not while Harding's here. I don't want to say that because it's like, why am I blowing smoke up her ass? I'm just going to say, are you alright, even though he's obviously not.
How are you feeling? How's the leg?
Broken, I think. But I'm alive. And I'm grateful for that. The rocks. How did you do that?
Harding? Hello? Earth to Harding. She's just letting out a really long fart.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Stop being weird!
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
See that dismissive hand movement as well.
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk.
Like, she's so pick me. Also, why has she got her hand over him? There we go. You're like, you don't pick someone up by having your arm over their arm. You put your arm under their arm. Ah, that scene annoys me. Again, guys, just because I got this via the Creator Network, I'm not going to say I like things that I don't like. I do like the game. I know I complain about it or not. I have a very love-hate feeling towards this game. Like, it irritates me. And I think a lot of things are just stupid. I'm like, why have they done it like that? I mean, the game's fun. I probably wouldn't have. I would have bought the game full price. If I hadn't have got the code from EA, I was intending to play this game, so I would have actually bought it. I think I would have been disappointed to pay full price for it. At this point, I do have to say that I am enjoying it more and more the more I play, although I do feel like a lot of it can be quite repetitive in terms of like the actual gameplay. Like the fighting is a little bit, you do the same thing over and over again a lot of the time. It's not a bad game. Compared to a lot of other games out there, it's a good game. It's not my favourite game. I hope you all understand where I'm coming from with that. I do feel like I complain about it quite a lot. So Harding has this special Secrets and Memories rare keepsake, so cool. And we're going to continue. And we're level 14, which is quite nice. So we can assign some skill points. I've gone in a different direction this time. I kind of went over to this weapons corner. I think last time I was kind of going over this way. Let's have a quick look up here at survival. What have we got? Because I really like the stomp. So I could unlock return to sender, which I did quite like that when I had it. Maladay. Gain flaming weapons after defeating an enemy with a weak point hit. I want to get these big things, right? These big abilities. So how do I get the next big ability? There's one there. Groundbreaker. So show me what that does again. Shake and shatter the ground with your weapon, spreading cracks that explode after a short delay. There's also this thing here. Grappling spear. That doesn't sound like a very me thing. Bloody advanced projectiles, necrotic damage. What's this? Spectral bulwark. Hone your guard and protect yourself from enemies fool enough to attack. Enemies who hit you with a melee attack take damage and very high stagger. I do really like stagger. Okay, let's go for that then. There we go. Spectral bulwark. We'll take that. So if I come back out now to my character, I went back too far. If I go to my character here, oh gosh. There we go. I can now change something. So this thing that I don't ever use, I can change that and take that instead, right? There we go. Cool. Okay, I feel like we're ready, we're set. Is there anything else here yet? Yes, there is. Okay, apply that. Oh no, hang on. So I've got blue and green, and I also need the red one. There we go. Cool, I think we're all kitted out more or less. I probably can upgrade Harding, but let's go and do Nev's quest first. Oh, there's some buddies coming over to say hi. No. Okay. They're running over to deal with that, it's fine. Let's go to map and to the journal and pick the other quest I wanted to do. So I wanted to do this one, a study of Docktown. It's not very interesting. We run around and we pick up newspapers, but I want to do it because it's there. So I'll go ahead and do that. So we need to go to World. And if I go over to Docktown, which is where I'm from, because I'm a shadow dragon, we can go and hang out with Nev for a bit. So, let's go in here.
You had me followed.
How are you doing, guys? All good?
To be sure. The Knight Commander.
Nev's case notes the Viper. I think I did read that in the last video. Let's go and find Nev. She's probably hanging out here waiting for us somewhere. Yeah, I think this is it here. Here she is. Hi, Nev. Okay, start quest. Nev opens up on a trip to her home neighborhood of Docktown. So these companion quests are just kind of getting to know your companion better, and getting to like flirt with them and raise them up a bit. Like your relationship improves through doing these, so they are worth doing. Like you get more points to spend on them, that sort of thing. So this is basically just running around picking up newspapers, but we get to learn more about Nev, so it's nice.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret too, right here in Docktown.
Nothing like coming back to the city.
You miss it.
She would say it's complicated because again, my background is my Rook's background is that she was a shadow dragon. She did this whole thing where she freed a ton of slaves, and instead of being like cheered on for that, she kind of caused some trouble. She stirred up some things, and yeah, she was kind of a bit ostracized for a while, kind of kicked out. So she went her own way for a while, like kind of into hiding. So yeah, coming back here would be quite bittersweet for her because she's like, I kind of got abandoned by my people in a way. So yeah, it's complicated.
Yes. No. Oh, I don't know.
An honest answer.
I can barely keep things straight as it is, and Minrathus
doesn't make things easy. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's serials, too.
Oh, so she's so sweet thinking about Balara and like picking up those books that she wanted to read. Like her scarring, I feel like she's starting to heal up a little bit now.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm following you. Lead the way.
So before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me.
Okay, I'm just going to very briefly stop and restart my camera, just so I don't have problems with the audio.
Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
This guy? Oh, what's this?
The best word in Docktown.
An act of contortion and song tonight at your humble lamplighter.
Right here.
So that's like a performance at the local pub.
We'll take a paper, thanks.
The Minrathous Mirror. Drama in the palace. Is the Archon keeping secrets? Questions arose when the Archon abruptly left the assembly, but those queries have since spiraled into baseless speculation. Several magisters reached out to assure my readers that rumours of cult influence in palace affairs are false. Are they though?
Trouble at the palace.
This one quotes several magisters. Several lies.
So we do know one good magister, or actually maybe two, because what's his name now? Everybody had a crush on him in Inquisition. We met him, he stood up to the Grey Warden for us, and I can't think of his name.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
Oh, here's another one.
The Viper! More than one person. You'll read it here first.
Yeah, so there was that guy that I can't remember the name of because I'm having a mind blank. And also there was like a woman that we met who was a good magister.
One, please.
But a lot of them are corrupt. Dockside Discourse, man or myth, stories abound of the masked figure who watches over Minrathous, while some question the so-called Viper's existence or whether he is one man or many. Increased sightings of the mysterious figure were reported through Docktown. So this is our friend who we met from the Shadow Dragons. Between a reign of demons and everyday woes, many welcome his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
More than one person. You'll read it here first.
Little fly. Okay, which way next? This way? Let's go! Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to run into you. That was very rude of me.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's
another rebellion.
easy.
Here's what we know.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
More than all right?
What happened in Marnus Pell? First-hand account.
One paper, thanks.
The Morning Scroll, hope for the anti-slavery movement. Whispers of a successful rebellion in Marnus Pell have reached Minrathous' streets. In light of distressing reports from all corners of the Imperium, the news brings a glimmer of hope for those continuing the fight in our capital.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
Let's go, show the way.
What about this one? You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my good neighbours lack taste. Go on,
you okay?
Take a closer look.
I was going to loot the place. Stop me.
Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What
Oh,
about
imitates
you?
live.
Is it something you're buying, my friend?
So I've got a special like shadow dragon option because this is my background. I know how this works.
Rook. And if I wanted overpriced charms, I'd go to Tala's on the narrow road.
Local. Who do you think sold them to her? What about you, Nev? You cost me a sale there.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
I don't know why her outfit looks a bit low rendered there compared to
You know
his.
a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate, personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
We can flirt with her. I like surprises.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on.
I think
If
I
we
do
want
like my
more
character
gossip,
better
we
with
need
less
more
makeup on.
papers. Let's head to the south side.
Okay, let me grab some stuff though, because apparently I can just steal from this man. Weekly Truth Story Idea List, Secret Research at the Circle, What They're Covering Up, New Translation of the Catacombs Tablets, How Former Mistranslation Had Us Looking the Wrong Way, Can Docktown's Detectives Speak to Cats? I don't know, can you? Feline Leads in Major Cases, and Snake People Among Us. Are they druids? Are there druids here? Excuse me, sirs? Ah, let me through. I can't. Oh god, that's annoying that I have to like run round. The Weekly Truth. Can you... I think this was written by the guy who was getting scammed, like, because he said, oh, I'll drop more newspapers off, like, if they don't print the truth. So I think this is from him. Can you trust your neighbour, a loved one, even yourself? The Venatori's influence continues to reach further and higher than we ever suspected. But who else is under their sway, and what more can they do? Our eyes are open. And draft for the Weekly Truth. That's something that the if you have like tyrannical leaders or like corrupt government or anything like that, one thing that they do is that they'll turn the population against themselves. I think we can kind of see this happening if you look online at certain countries at the moment, where, you know, you might have like men versus women debates where, you know, everybody's like looking to the other, or, you know, they'll pick out a certain demographic that's perhaps vulnerable and can't speak up for themselves, and they'll use them as like a scapegoat, you know. So for people like, for example, they'll say like people who are on benefits are lazy, you know, and they're, you know, we work hard, and, you know, they're basically just using them as a scapegoat for them mismanaging the country's taxes, you know, and not looking after people properly. So rather than punching up and like asking questions about the people who run the government, like people turn on themselves. So yeah, it's you do have to watch out for that kind of like, can you trust your neighbor? So if you even look at like the rise of the far right in Europe under like the Nazis and stuff like that, they did have people feeling like they couldn't trust each other, like they couldn't trust their neighbor, like, is their neighbor a spy, you know, what is their neighbor up to, and that kind of because the best way to like basically a community that's really strong and really trusts each other and really relies on each other is harder to manipulate than a community that is fractured. So do watch out for like leaders that sow discord because they're doing it for themselves and they're not actually trying to help out the populace. Top tips with Cinderella. I do have like a humanities degree. I've done a lot of kind of like looking at politics and history and things like that. Why people say the things they do, why people write the things they do. So yeah, you can definitely see history repeating in certain things. Okay. A series of chalk symbols were found on rocks along the shoreline, along the words, the storm approaches. There is no sign of wreckage among the rocks through this humble Though this humble writer found a lantern of unusual make, but clearly meant for the prow of boats. Is it a moon lantern? The tide has since stolen the message, but dear reader, we must ask, was this a message from across the sea?
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's called the lighthouse, but it's mine.
Yeah, I do like Neve. She's pretty chill. She's just a kind person in a bad situation, you know?
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble?
Where am I going?
But it's the best shot you've got. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Yeah, I like her. She's very pragmatic. You could hear, like, from what she was saying there.
Paper, thanks.
Like, I do what I can, you know? Whereas, you know, Harding is like, if I don't do everything 100% correct, I'm going to beat myself up about it and whine about it, which is not helpful, right? It's not productive. You know, having an attitude like Nev, where she's like, maybe I'm not happy with this situation, but I'm going to keep moving forward. Or, you know, I can't fix everything, but I can make small changes that help. Like, I really like that more positive mindset that she has. Just a lot more practical. And it's not like she doesn't feel bad or suffer or struggle either. She just doesn't make it everybody else's problem, and I respect that about her. You know, that doesn't mean she's bottling up. She talks about it. She just doesn't dump on other people like I feel like Harding does. The making of a scandalous love affair. Was that a prominent circle mage at the Silver Coin? The same circle mage known to frequent Docktown's more interesting betting rings? And who was their mysterious friend? When I have answers, dear reader, you will too. Hang on, what's this? I don't know. I thought it might have been about the
This
books.
has good gossip.
Okay. Pet the cat. Essential gameplay. Oh, I love the purrs. Hello? I feel like I've come full circle at this point.
We'll take one.
The nightly song. The night song? That you? What secrets were in the painted box? What's in the box? Will our heroes find the truth? And do they truly want to know? No, I don't want to know. Read the next chapter of The Twisted Knife right here. This might be what Bolaro was looking for.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
What is it with food dates in this game? Like, Lucana's took us on a food date, Nev's taking us on a food date.
All right?
Huh? Yeah.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
I like that we just run around stealing things from local businesses. Look at all these people who are just like, I hope asleep and not dead. Yeah, he's blinking, he's fine.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Aw, it's cute that she like wouldn't accept him giving it her for free. I don't know, but also that's kind of like undermining his kindness. I don't know, it's kind of like throwing it back in his face in a way.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
I like how my character's hair looked there. It looked really soft from the side. If it cuts back to that angle, like just have a look at it, it kind of looked like Vaseline on the lens. They're really pretty. I like, you're not alone there. I think my character would too. Again, my character is like, throw fists first, ask questions later.
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
Same.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
A little bit. God, I wish there were tits in this game.
Varric said this job would end with Solas. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt. Petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
So I guess she's kind of a realist, right? She's not nihilist, but definitely... Yeah, I don't know. Very down-to-earth approach. A little bit dark. But we get to flirt. I'm glad you took the job.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
Not what I said.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Weird conversation, weird dialogue. I didn't like that. Okay. Yeah, the thing about the boobs in this game, I think that, to me, it feels like they created the masculine frame first. Like, when they were creating the game, they created the Rook character as a man, and then they modified the male frame to make it look more feminine, and it doesn't quite look entirely feminine. Like, there's no tits in the game. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the more feminine characters or the more feminine frame does feel like it's missing to me as somebody with a particularly curvy body. I feel like I'm not represented. And it's weird to me because it's almost like they've gone too far in the wrong direction where, like, perhaps there was some criticism of games in the past where, you know, things like Tomb Raider, where this, you know, a big draw of that was that she was very curvy. I didn't mind that. I was quite enjoyed looking at her ass as she was crawling through tunnels. And I feel like, I think that, you know, Lara Croft's such a great character because not only was she really hot, she was intelligent and she was brave and she had all these lovely qualities. She was a great character, Lara Croft. So I don't like this attitude of like, you can't be, you know, you're not allowed to be, if you're hot, you can't also be interesting or intelligent, or, you know, if you're feminine, you can't also be a good fighter. Like, I feel like there's this weird, maybe unintentionally, but through the lack of being able to have a very female frame, it's almost saying like that's not welcome in this type of game, as though, you know, having tits means that you can't go out and use, I don't know, even like use magic. It's not even about like swinging, because obviously you think about like the Amazons and they used to like chop off the boob to be able to swing the sword better or draw the bow better, but it's not even like that because you have magic, you have ranged weapons. So I could like use my hand and just go whoosh, and like my tits are not going to get in the way of that. So I don't know, it's like I feel like that's a weird decision. And I was talking about this with one of the lads in work yesterday, about this idea of kind of do computer game characters need to be hot? And I think no, they don't have to be, but what I would argue for is like letting the player decide if their character's going to be, you know, generically hot, or if they're, you know, perhaps want a more quirky or interesting or even, you know, debatably ugly character. You know, I feel like at least with a character creator we should be able to choose how feminine or masculine or stereotypically attractive, or, you know, what we consider ugly. rather than feeling like there's constraints on that. And that's one thing that really bothers me about this game. I just want more tits. And I'm going to be honest about that. Exhaustive notes, I am not going to read those, but okay, lovely that we have them. Equip is a trinket. It gives us 50% frozen duration, and enemies have minus 25% to their resistance as well frozen. So it really is worth doing these little side quests because you get decent equipment to kind of like beef up your character with. Okay, Harding's back. Hi, Harding. So finally, I think the last thing that I want to be doing here is doing that quest, and we're going to get a new companion. Not only are we going to get a new companion, we're going to get a new familiar, like companion familiar, and I love this. It's basically the equivalent of like the owl bear in Baldur's Gate. So get excited, guys. I am excited for this. Okay, so back into the journal, we're going to do this A Warden's Best Friend. With the threat of Darkspawn and Blight brought on by the gods, the team must seek out Grey Wardens who are most sympathetic to their cause. So this is kind of like the main storyline that we're doing here now. Oh, we've got a new faction one as well, the Regrets of the Dreadwolf. I think we are like recommended levels 5 to 40, so we can do that. I don't know why it's red, so maybe we can do a little bit more of that as well. But A Warden's Best Friend, let's go. So I need to go to World and fast travel to the quest, which is over here at the crossroads, apparently. So I guess we're going to like a new area now as well, which is quite exciting. I think it's called like the Swamplands or the Wetlands or something. Meet Harding's contacts. Don't mind if I do. I might... Do I want to switch out my character? Who have I got with me? It's Harding's contact, so it makes sense that Harding would go with us, and I do like Lucanus, so what I might just quickly do then before we head out is double check and see if they've got any upgrades that I can give them. So Harding, she has got points available. Okay, let's go to skills. And I do like her healing, but I've already kind of upgraded that. What's she got here? Heavy draw, 399 physical damage, so let's upgrade that. That also adds stagger. I love stagger, so I love that. And the cooldown is reduced. Okay, what does this do? Shred. Damage versus armor plus 50%. I don't really understand what that means. Onslaught. Seismic shot. That does a lot of damage. Damage versus health, 25%. And it deals stagger. I like stagger, so let's give her that as well. So let's try and make sure that she has heavy draw, seismic shot, and soothing potion as her abilities, which she doesn't. So heavy draw, seismic, yeah, she's got the wrong abilities here. So we want to give her heavy draw, right? Was that one of them? I'm probably going to get this mixed up now. And seismic shot. There we go. So they're the abilities that we want her to have, I think. And then Lucanus also has some skill points available, my boy. Eviscerate, we've already kind of beefed up quite a lot. And also we've started with this Abominate, which deals necrotic damage as well. So let's go ahead and give him more of this. Ruthlessness, and then Twin Strike adds an extra hit dealing 150% as physical damage. That sounds good, we'll go with that. So what we've got here, Abominate, Eviscerate, and whatever else. So yeah, this looks good. I like this. Okay, cool. Back. I'm always scared that if I click back, I'm like exiting out and it's gonna like take away what I've done rather than kind of like an apply button. Because back implies going backwards rather than exit or apply, which implies that the changes you've made are gonna be fixed.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
Yes.
As needed, dweller.
Right.
We sail.
The floating boat is pretty cool, I have to admit. Okay, here we are.
Cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
Even Spite felt the chill. I did not know he could.
I want more Spike content. I feel like I'm not getting as much Spike content as I was expecting to get. Like, get him to come and hang out with us. We like Spite on this channel. Any treasure. Give me some treasure. Okay, I hate this. This makes me really sad and frustrated as well that this happens. Which is good. That's good writing. You know, when writing makes you feel like angry or aggrieved, you know, it gives you motivation to keep playing. So as much as I hate this scene, it is a good
Darkspawn. Let's clear them
thing to happen in the game, I would say, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing and let them do their own thing, I think, here. Yeah, I think I get to do that, like, that thing when, I can't do that. I think I get to do the right button thing where you do like the slam when they're staggered. So being able to stagger them more definitely benefits us. Ha! Bye!
Ranged incoming.
Hi, mate. Oh, damn, you got me. I am mad that you get a shot on me, sir. Oh, he's gone down now? Dude. What did I say this was? Spectral Bulwark. Okay. While active, enemies who hit you with a melee attack take very high stagger and damage. We'll do that. That's cool. Hit me. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me. I dare you. I double dare you. Didn't even get a shot on me. Sad times. Hit me. Oh.
The Darkspawn are here. The blight on this island must be running wild.
Then we'll just have to deal with it.
Yes, a better attitude. We'll just have to deal with it. I like that. Grassroot. I read that as Barker's root. Some of you know why. So that gives us shock damage, cold damage. It looks like it's very snowy here, so I think actually keeping the cold resistance is a good idea. But what's my other ring? Bleeding damage. I like what I've got. I don't think I want to switch that out. I find that with this game sometimes, like...
Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solas memory.
Good to know. We'll come back to that later. What else is around here? Anything else that I can, like, get? Again, I don't want to explore too much because I feel like the game does kind of lead you back on itself quite a lot. So I don't want to like spoil things ahead by getting too far kind of off task. Which makes it difficult to know how much you're meant to explore, because you can explore and end up in a lot of trouble. Or you can explore and kind of like, you know, find treasure. So it's a bit confusing. So my kid was playing this. She kind of like played like more than I'd done, and I was looking at these statues and I was like, oh my goodness, those statues are so cute. Like look at the little sleepy griffin boy. I love them, and it's a little bit foreshadowing. So that's all I'm gonna say. We're keeping Harding because it is her quest. I don't know why it only says Harding, but let's go ahead and do it. I do know why it only says Harding, because we're about to pick up another companion.
Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
I like these two. The characters we're about to meet.
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan.
I like his accent.
Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Sorry, water. So if you look at, I've forgotten his name, is it Anthony? He has like this in his mouth. I like his styling. I like his face. I think he's a very likable character, and I like his accent. So yeah, so a bit of a backstory then. We did go and seek out help from the Grey Wardens originally, from like one of their kind of commanders and leaders, and he basically dismissed us and tried to have us arrested. Luckily we got out of that situation with a little bit of help from the guy that I can never remember the name of, and then we were like, okay, so we can't get help from the main guy, but maybe we can go and find some kind of, you know, renegade or freelance Grey Wardens and talk them around, and then they can kind of get the ball rolling from inside the group on our behalf. That's kind of the plan as I understood it. So these are kind of like fringe Grey Wardens that we're meeting here. And like all true. Like, I don't even know what you heard, but yeah, it's true. Everything you've heard is true.
And they're all true.
And you want what from us?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
that the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Put your money where your mouth is, then help us do something about it.
Then make the rest of the Wardens see it. The world won't wait for your stubborn boss.
Some of the rumors about you were true.
Told you.
If the first Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the blight.
They're so cute. I like them. I'm just checking that my recording's still recording and doing okay. Yeah, it seems all right. Yeah, I like them. I like the characterization of these two. I think they're very sweet. And we'll keep after the blight. We're gonna say, I appreciate this. Thank you for helping. You know, we're not an arsehole.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
You know, we're direct, but we're not rude. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for here. And Harding approves. Sweet. So the math checked out. Her contacts did indeed help us out, and we're going to be looking for this Devin, who,
Well,
spoiler alert, might be a new companion. But this is sad. I don't like
So
this
did some
situation.
Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
I do like fighting Darkspawn. They smish quite quickly, you know, the little guys. So cute. See what I mean about like the owlbear energy?
Easy, boy.
Nicely animated. Watch his ear as well. She's like, puppy, a griffin.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rude.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
I was gonna say, he's like, I don't know what you are. I was like, look at the ears, dude. I think I'm probably the same thing that you are. I smell like Darkspawn because I've been fighting them, and like this, I keep squashing things and it goes all over me. It's gross. You're being hunted.
Maybe they're hunting you. There's blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
He has a great attack, by the way, this guy. The griffin, you can, like, he does like an aerial attack, it's great.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
That kinda sounded like a no.
If he even listens. Has a mind of his own.
I like that though. You should do.
He spotted something.
You know, having a mind of his own. He might, his instincts might tell him to do something that we're not aware of, you know? Like, if he only followed orders, that could actually be a bad thing. It's got to be a mix. It's got to be a mix of training and instincts, you know?
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
He's such a good boy. He's the goodest boy. We love Hassan on this channel. Ooh. So already we're kitting out our new companion, Davrin. So yeah, we'll equip that. Nice. Anything else around here? I think I'm going back the way I came here. Hang on a second. How do I climb up? Oh, there's the ladder. And I'm not climbing up, I'm climbing down, apparently. Fine. Fair. Where do we go from here? Am I going the right way or am I going the wrong way? It says I'm meant to be going up. I might have just gone back on myself, but I don't think so. Yeah, I did. I went back on myself. Okay, hang on. Sorry, guys. I have my stupid moments, and this is one of them. Up a level. And then up again? Where do I go? So confused. Out here? No, I don't think I'd jump down, do I? Sorry that I'm being stupid right now. This way? Oh, I thought this was where I came from, but I just got turned around. Okay. Tightly rolled note. We scoured the Weishapt libraries and found nothing useful for training griffins. The archivist said all griffin texts were lost or destroyed over time, which means Remy and I are starting from scratch. We'll approach this like a falconer would and hope griffin instincts are the same. From Warden Lancet. Okay. So they're having a little bit of trouble training these griffins because...
How do we get up that?
Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention.
Hassan can reach certain levels and dig up dirt piles. Look at the object, press the button, and then release it. Where am I looking here then? I don't see where that is. Here? No. Okay, I don't know for sure. Maybe he'd already done it. Item found. Captain's heater. Common heater. So it's a shield. I don't know why they call it a heater and a kite. But it does a little bit more physical damage and a lot more stagger. So we're going to equip that. Okay, nice. And then I think we're going to go back down here. And yeah, the griffin's going to strike this so that we can climb up.
Hassan, hit that!
Who said this boy is not trained?
You teach him that?
No. Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them.
Aww. So he's not even actually training it.
There's the Darkspawn. Let's get in there.
Alright, let's go.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. Something in me just recoils recoils from them.
Girl, stop complaining. So we need to basically destroy these lumps really quickly because otherwise they're going to keep coming. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Now we can start fighting them. I wouldn't mind getting out of that couple of them though. Let's stomp. Beautiful. Who's still alive? Not many of them, by all accounts. You're gonna have a go? Okay. Probably not a good decision, but fine. Sweet. So yeah.
Where are you?
Hello? So yeah, you need to just destroy those blight things, otherwise the bad guys keep coming. Unless you want to do that and like grind experience or something. I'm just checking for treasure over here, but unfortunately the Griffin Whisperer Remy is not doing so great over here.
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them.
So with that, you just have to match the shield to the fancy shield. Like there's 3 shields and one of them is fancy.
Hassan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
Hassan? Is that Elvin?
It's Elvin. Elby grows into it.
More Darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloom Howler. It's going after the other Griffins.
There are other Griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this.
So we need the Griffin to get this down for us again. Yeah, so this is sad.
Good job.
Watch out, Rook! Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here.
No problem.
Hassan should help with the fight.
Excuse me. So let me show you this attack thing that he has. If I target him and then we do this Hassan strike, the Griffin will come and like get this guy. It's so cool. Absolutely like blasting. It's alright, we've got this, we got this, we got this. So again, I can target that guy. We can't do that right now. What we could do is try out some of Hardy's stuff. Let's try Seismic Shot on him.
Someone follow up!
That wasn't bad, that wasn't bad. Good shot. I'm gonna do my pound. Sorry dude, bad day to be you. Oh, he blocked. Fancy. Hello. Everybody?
What was that?
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there.
Okay. Just again, just checking for treasure a little bit here. And a nice little healing potion. Because they did get a couple of shots on me there. So love a San.
Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
Nope.
There's a blight. Okay, so I really like my Skull Crusher, but this is better. It looks better because it does more damage, but it does a lot less stagger, and I rely heavily on stagger, so I'm not going to take the Winged Blade as my equipped item.
Your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloomhowler want the Griffins?
Sorry, excuse me.
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of Darkspawn? These Griffins are a secret.
Okay. I don't think they're a secret anymore, mate. Excuse me, sorry guys. Weathered Inscription, Crooked Tail, Courageous Warrior, Slayer of Archdemon Andoral, and beloved friend of Garahal. So maybe that's something from the previous games, maybe that's like old lore. My girl doesn't know, she was never really a bit of a bookworm, she's always been a bit more of an action taker. She doesn't really remember the histories very well, which is just my cover because I haven't played the previous games that much. It's one of those things, it's like I've always wanted to play Dragon Age, and I was so excited to get Inquisition, and then my computer was just about to set on fire. So, like, I've always wanted to go back to it, but I've never until now had a decent enough computer to be able to play them.
Keep moving. The area's not far.
And time management is not like my greatest ability, so I was like, oh, there's a new Dragon Age coming out, I should definitely play the older games before it comes out and prep, and then I just never got around to it, and then all of a sudden the game was released and I was like, I guess I'm playing the game now then. Titan Stomp. Smash. Dead? Not quite. Nearly. Oh, he got me. I dodged, but I wasn't quick enough. These guys are actually kind of tough, aren't they? Can we thingy that one? Yep, we can. Dude, you are a menace and a pest. I think he's down. I think he's down. Okay, let's go for that guy with a driving kick. See if we can boot him off something. Oh, I think I missed. I wasn't close enough. That's a shame. I feel like I wasted that now. Okay, well, Harding, maybe you can do your seismic shot on this guy.
Your turn.
Sure, thanks. I was too far away. Wait, there's another guy? Really? Oh, there's Blight, that's why. Is that? Right, hang on, let me run at him. Run, 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 run. I'm not running, run. Let's go for the big guy. Nice. Who else have we got? Come on, dude.
That was the last one.
Oh, sorry, Harding. I thought Harding was Darkspawn. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Under the blight boil.
We better take a look.
Blight boil, so gross.
I want this thing's head on a pike.
Bloodstained notes. Training going well. The Griffin. Oh, this is the other guy. The other trainer. Training going well. The Griffins learn faster together. One picks up a trick. The others try it out. How loud they get, the little mischief makers. They're also growing faster than I thought. I'll ask Davrin too. And then we don't know what they were ever going to ask of Davrin. Davrin's the new companion, just in case you're like me and you struggle with remembering names.
What is that?
Boss battle?
The Gloomhowler.
Okay. This is a situation. Okay, these things explode apparently, and I just ran into the middle of them thinking I had my Titan Stomp, and I don't. So I am going to just keep moving and get out of this situation.
What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
Okay. Do I need to heal? No, I'm okay. Look at these statues. So yeah, look, the griffins are in these cages, and it really annoys me because there's nothing we can do about it. Like, I feel like as a barbarian, I should be able to smash my way through. But apparently, I'm like rolling low on these. I'm rolling nat ones, guys. I can't release them. Oh, I hate it so much. Is that one okay? Yeah, it's just like tired.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Highness. Calm down. You too, Rumtail.
Like, I know they've got like blood magic on the locks, but I should be able to just like bash the cage in, you know? I should be able to like tear the bars apart. What have I got? Just some random stuff. Okay. I don't like it. I want to save the griffins, and it's not letting me, and it makes me sad. What's that? Let me have it. I've got more of these like blowy uppy things, I guess. Come and blow this blight up, guys. Come and blow the blight up. They just hit it. Stomp! Hit! Oh, bad angles, bad angles. Whoa! Quick recover. Woo! Let's get our little buddy to come and help us out with these guys. This one here, Asan Strike. Cool. Down. And then let's go in with a seismic shot on this guy, please. Oh, sweet. Can we get that guy to like blow up the other guy? Go, go, go. Oh, you got me, you got me, you got me. I'm okay. Yeah, do the takedown. Oh, I missed the takedown. Oh. Woo, he got me. No, no. Let's do foot stomp on him. There we go. Nice. Hit him, hit him, hit him, get him. Move. Hit him. Just keep hitting him. We're fine. We've got this. Move. Okay, cool. We're good. Then we've got this guy as well. Yeah, oh, you keep. It's not hitting. I keep trying to click my right button to get him, and it doesn't click properly. There we go. I'm all healed up. No, I'm not actually. I think we've actually got more healing. Can you see there's like 4 bars now? I feel like there was previously 3. I think that's because we're leveling up. Any treasure? Darkspawn is fine and all that, but Frenzied Ogre? That doesn't sound like a good thing. Okay, this guy. We're gonna Titan Stomp. Okay. And then we're gonna... Oh, I don't know if that worked. He might have ran too far, but we're gonna do that. Okay. And then we're gonna... I'm actually gonna activate this thing. You know the thing where if it hits me, it takes stagger, just as a bit of protection. And you can go in with that. And then... Oh! There we go. Okay, let's go. Move, move, move. Oh no, I hate these things. You know what, it just like the attacks where you have to keep moving. It's so annoying. Oh, and my thing's gone down now as well. But I've got my stomp. Can I do it in time? And then we can go back in with the Asan Strike. He's over. We did it. That wasn't too bad.
Get all you want. You're not taking these griffins.
I wish I had someone else other than Harding with me. She's not my favourite person to fight with. But again, it was kind of her task to come and speak to these people. So, okay, so this is for Davrin, Blight Killer over Grey Edge. So it does a lot more physical damage and a lot more stagger. That seems like a no-brainer. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, more bloody Blight. Could you not? Again, it makes me sad that I can't get these guys out.
Stormwind, I'll be back for you.
Let me take them with me. Let me have them now. Okay. withers here.
Their blood is
Evil
mine.
withers.
So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden. On both of you.
Try it, fish.
Yeah? Let's give it a go.
Your time will come.
And why are we even talking? Why aren't we Asan striking this one? Like, why are we giving them a chance, you know? Like, my character would just hit. Hit first, ask questions later.
Mortal threats are a dull blade.
I hate it. I hate that they took the griffins. That was like 13 griffins and they were all Hassan's brothers and sisters. And now I think Hassan's the last one now. It's so sad. Like, I'm sorry, mate. It wouldn't let me Hulk smash the cages.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask. What's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
Not exactly. We're rogue.
He'd rather arrest us.
If you're lucky. He doesn't take kindly to being crossed. That takes some nerve.
First warden's fighting the wrong war.
Well, you did save Hassan back there. So you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back.
So cute.
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends.
Always remember food for the griffin, okay, guys? We'll speak to who are the cooks, Balara and Lucanus, about that, and make sure we always get like griffin dinner with us, griffin feed in our pockets for befriending griffins. While seeking an ally in the Grey Wardens, the team met Davrin and his young griffin Asan. But disaster struck when a terrifying monster, the Gloom Howler, stormed the griffin eyrie and kidnapped the Asan brothers and sisters. Davrin agreed to join the team on the condition that they continue to hunt the Gloom Howler and return the missing griffins. There. I want a team of griffins. How unstoppable would we be if we had like 13 total griffins all doing the Asan strike? Like, they wouldn't stand a chance. Like, we want those on our team. That sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, so this is kind of where I played up to on Twitch. So we've covered that footage there because I didn't want it to be like missing or bad quality. So we're back on track now. And we do have this.
So this is where you live, huh?
Moment.
In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy.
I forgot about this.
And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you in Asana nice. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. 1 for each city.
Damn it. So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
So I accidentally saw this spoiler. I was on one of my videos, I was like doing the title and I was Googling how to spell Minrathis and it came up with the spoiler that you have to choose between Minrathis and Treviso. And I was like, no, I don't want to, don't make me choose. So this is one of those horrible decisions where there's no good decision, but you're like forced to make a choice. What do we know? Information. Nev, go.
All right. What do we know?
2 dragons at once has to be the gods behind it.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
You're a shadow, Dragon Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow. We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne. and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Okay, so I think the decision I made on Twitch, if you kind of missed that, is the decision I'm going to stick with now. And the reason is, even though I'm a shadow dragon and I'm from Minrathous, right, I should technically, you would think, be siding with Nev and saying, like, yes, let's go and save my hometown. However, I think she would also trust the shadow dragons and Nev to handle this. She'd be like, I know how powerful they are. I know what good fighters they are. I know that they've got a really good chance of like being organized and fighting back against this dragon. But Lucanus said there's no defenses at Tevinter. Like, they are sitting ducks basically. And either place, like either way, like both cities have their problems. People are going to get hurt in both cities because of this. Like, excuse me, people are going to do a power grab in both these cities. So Tevinter is completely occupied, right? They are being occupied by, it's not the Venatori there, is it? What are the other people called? I can't remember what they're called. But like they're occupied by like these bad guys. So they're already in a really bad situation. However, Minrathous, it's kind of like it's more political, right? It's more of a political hustling for power there, which is going to happen whether this, whether we side with them or not, they're still going to have those problems. But I do think like she would trust Nev and the Shadow Dragons to look after Minrathous while she goes to help Lucanus and the Crows. It does feel like that's the right decision, even though Nev is probably going to be quite mad at us and we might fall out with the Shadow Dragons because of it. It does feel like the choice she would make. She wouldn't be like, let's throw all our firepower at one city and abandon the other. That doesn't feel right. My eldest points out though, she's like, well, there's like multiple people. Why don't half of you go to one place and half of you go to the other? But the game doesn't really work that way. She's the type of person who would want information as well. She's like, what kind of dragons are they? Like how are we gonna tackle this? Because again, some dragons might be more prone to ice, some might be more prone to necrotic damage. So that would be her working out who we're gonna send where.
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
So what I would like to say is you two go with, or the rest of the team go with Nev, and I'll go with Lucanus. Like, I would like to split the team, but it doesn't let you do that. But like I say, my decision is going to be help Treviso, because I'm sorry if I name anything wrong. I'm bad with, I've got a bad memory for names, so if I do mix up names and words, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you do understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like the Venatori are already pretty much in power, so that doesn't make a huge amount of difference. So yeah, we're going to help Treviso.
We help Lucanus in Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathous.
Yeah, exactly.
That said, 2 of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right?
Got it. So, that is kind of where I am leaving it for today. I guess we're gonna go into the next scene just so I can save properly. But yeah, that's where the situation stands, and I guess we're going fighting a dragon in the next video. So of everybody that I can take with me, I'm going to take Davrin because I really like that Asan strike, and he's probably the best fighter, I would say, next to Lucanus and Nev. So yeah, we're going to take him. Add to party, confirm party, yes, and we'll go and see what the situation is. We'll go and suss it out a little bit. So again, thank you everybody who did come and check out my Twitch videos. I would love to set up Twitch and get that working a bit better. I am currently working on getting a new microphone to sort out the audio problems. But yeah, I do feel like my quality is higher on YouTube.
Listen, the dragon! The Antam brought it here somehow.
They're fighting crows and saying the dragon will break our meaningless resistance.
Bastards!
Okay, so yeah, that is where we're gonna leave it. meaningless resistance. They're just not prepared at all, are they? And also, like, where the shadow dragons are still quite strong, you know, they've got they've got the Viper, they've got the guy that I can't remember the name of right now, who's like the second in command, they've got Nev, like they've got a good bunch there. The crows are already they've already taken a hit with like Lucanus being taken away for so long. I feel like there's probably some infighting within that family as well, and also the fact that they've lost their grandmother and they're planning a funeral. I feel like they are much more vulnerable, and that's why I've made this decision. So hopefully you guys understand that, and see you in the next video. I don't know if I'm going to be on Twitch or on YouTube, but if I do this on Twitch, I will make the effort to re-upload the videos here on YouTube as well, so that if you prefer this platform, you're not missing out. But thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you're enjoying. And yeah, if you are buying anything as well, remember to use my creator code Cinderellimouse at checkout on the EA app. I think it covers all Dragon Age, all Sims, and some of the sports games as well, if you are making any purchases, and that just helps out the channel a little bit. Comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, hit on notifications. All this stuff really helps out the channel. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I really appreciate that small group of you who are enjoying my videos. I like that kind of more personalized relationship that I have with you guys, and I really do appreciate all your support, and I hope you genuinely love my content, and like that would be lovely. Like I say, I would like to grow the channel enough that I have that I'm able to do this as like my main source of income, without, obviously I don't want like mega celebrity fame, like that would be terrifying. But if anyone wants to share the video you know, with anyone who they think would like it, that would be great as well. And I appreciate your faces. Do check out my Baldur's Gate series if you haven't already. Favorite series that I've done, I think, on my channel as a whole. I also really recommend things like Detroit Become Human. That's a really interesting story game as well. And yeah, thank you for sticking around, and have a lovely New Year's. If you can't be good, be careful, and I will see your faces soon. Bye friends.